Hi, it's Marlin W. Ball, your Kangen water guy. Today talking about what happens to the Kangen water when we boil it. Now, there are many factors around this that could have an influence as to what happens. However, I'm going to do the test as best I can in the space that we've got here and the ability to do it. So just to walk you through what's going to happen. I'm going to fill the kettle, I'm going to start boiling the Kangen water. And then I've got 2 glasses here. I'm going to actually pour fresh Kangen water, so cold, and I'm just going to leave it. Once the kettle's boiled, we're then going to pour it into this cup and we're going to leave it. I'm going to let that water that's boiled cool down so it's safe for me to put the meter in. And then we're going to have a see as to what the difference is between when it was poured and what happened once it was boiled. So first things first, let's get the kettle. This has already been rinsed out with Kangen water 9.5, so we know that that's been in there. Let's get that, some of there in there. And then we'll get that boiling. And then I'll get the same water. And we'll put that there. Now what we're going to do is, as I mentioned, the Kangen water 9.5 is now starting to boil. You can probably hear the kettle. So let's let that boil up. Once it's boiled, I'll pour it into here, and then we're just going to let it sit. So I'm going to go out of shot, and we're just going to leave it doing its thing, and then I'm going to come back, make sure that it's actually okay to be putting the meter in, so it's not going to damage the ORP meter. We'll do a pH test after that, just in case, see what's happened there. And then we'll see what the results are. So I'm looking forward to finding out more. So one of the things that would often happen when we're boiling the water, we're going to be boiling it for cooking, we're boiling it for hot drinks, coffees, teas, and so on. So naturally, that's going to have an effect. So a lot of people ask the questions, what happens when we boil it? How long do the health properties last within the Kangen water? There's so many variables in that it's hard to say exactly, but this test is going to give us a baseline of understanding of what happens when we boil it to then make maybe a coffee, tea, or if we are cooking. But bearing in mind, if we're cooking, we're probably going to be heating the water up over a longer period of time. Therefore, it's going to possibly negatively impact the health properties in the water. So I'm just going to leave that there to cool down. You can clearly see, you're going to just be able to keep an eye on this video. We're actually going to speed the video up so that you don't have to sit around for about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and test. Okay, so we've now been sat around for about 50 minutes. So we've had plenty of time for this hot boiling water to cool down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my ORP meter. If you're familiar with stuff around the ORP, you'll be aware that we have a chart, an ORP scale. This is going to measure oxidation reduction potential. That's what it's about, ORP. And on this chart here, it's basically showing us where the liquid's going to be, whether it's causing oxidative stress, whether it's an antioxidant, all through a charge. I explain a lot more in my other videos. So what we're going to do, remember, I poured the Kangen water straight from the ionizer, the Enagic K8 ionizer, and I left it. We poured the Kangen water into the kettle, we boiled it. So we're going to do a test now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the meter actually into the Kangen water 9.5 that came from here. And what we're seeing is we're negative 300, 320, and it's still climbing. So what we'll do is we'll just give this a moment to find a little bit of a balance before we go into the water that's been cooling down, just to see if there's any form of change, anything that's going on. You can always, with an ORP meter, you can spin it round to just basically help it find its medium, but what you want to do is you want to leave it on an angle and let it sit there. That's what you need to do with the meters. So at the moment now we're about negative 370, so a powerful antioxidant. So let's see what happened when we boiled the water. So as you can see here, it's actually affected the negative properties in the water. So the antioxidant properties in the water have diminished significantly. Right now we're coming down and we are very low in regards to before on the chart. We were right over here and now we're coming down. As we can see, we're getting to the zero. We're potentially going to even go into an oxidant. And that's because of obviously as it's in heated, it's moving around a lot quicker. It's going to lose the properties. So yes, boiling the water does have a negative effect to the Kangen water. However, is it healthier and better than drinking your tap, your filtered, your bottled water when it's been boiled? 100%, and we've proven that with other tests. As you can see, all good there. We've got a clear indication as to what happens when we boil it. Thank you for your time. I look forward to you going through other videos that I've created for a further education. Comment below whatever's resonated with you. If this has been a bit of a shock, let me know. And I look forward to responding to you as well. Thank you for your time, and bye for now. Enjoying my YouTube channel? Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to receive further value.